WIBTA for posting about my missing cousin on social media without my uncle's okay. So my cousin was kidnapped by his mother in 1994 in an attempt to avoid the custody hearing, in which my uncle had filed for full custody due to signs of abuse. His mother and her Irish husband took him and fled the country. He hasn't been seen since. Of course our family has done everything they could. My grandparents hired a PI for many years. The only thing he found was the record of them getting my cousin a passport in order to go to Ireland. We had friends who were in particular fields that could use his social to look anything up and they found nothing. And most recently I decided that with social media and me and him now both being in our 30s, I might find something. Over the last few years I've found some potential guys but really honestly nothing solid. I also reached out to an international missing children's organization but they won't do anything without my uncle requesting it since it is still an open missing children's case. Here is the problem. He is scared, terrified of what we may find, which I absolutely understand. For many years my uncle and I lived together and he is essentially one of my best friends and one of my two father figures since my own father is literally Satan. I love him, and I know he is scared, but we all want to find his son. My grandparents spent years buying gifts for my cousin thinking we would find him. They spent the money for the pie. They would love to find their grandson. So my uncle has done nothing for the last 15 years and doesn't want to, but I do. I don't know that a Facebook post is exactly how big I want to go, but I'm sure there are things I can do to reach out to the world. But I haven't because I feel my uncle's terror. We could find out his son is dead. I think that's what he is most afraid of. Or that his mother told his son that he abandoned him. I just feel like it's been 30 years. There is so much more now for us to potentially do. My mom has done a genetics thing like 23andMe and he didn't pop up. I just feel like we can do some new things now. But I don't want to be an awe about it in regards to my uncle and his feelings. Part of me argues that he isn't the only one hurting, while the other part of me knows he's the most important one hurting. WIBTA if I chose to move forward on reaching out to any other organizations or methods of finding my cousin, even though my uncle is too scared to?